Zoom65, good morning. We're watching a VOD? No. I'm new to your stream, but I always love your videos. On here, you look so clean. Have a good build. Thank you, thank you. Captain Sterling, hello. Oh, you're from Instagram. Alright, Captain Sterling. Charles, good morning. Blowjay, Brewski, Halloween boards. Oh, music loud. Is that better? Let me know if it's still too loud. What you drinking? It doesn't look appetizing, but it's a collagen shake. A matcha collagen shake with coffee and oat milk. Mtel, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Did you hear about the Artesian build scandal? Yeah, we covered their keyboard section last week. They tweeted yesterday or something. It got pretty serious, I think. Let me see, is there an update? They locked down services, right? No. To ensure fair treatment of clients, creditors, and employees. I wonder what issue they had with creditors. Kinda spooky. Flamin' Burrito with the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. They filed for bankruptcy. Really? They're bankrupt? All employees laid off and assets frozen. Oh, wow. Wait, were they that much in financial trouble? Morning, Taeha just bought a math test, but it's okay because now I can stop studying and start catting my board. What math are you studying? All fund accounts are suspended. There was obviously other stuff going on behind the scenes that the drama brought out. Damn, that's crazy. Can anyone give a quick summary? I know Christopher Yee made a video on the whole thing. Probably watch Christopher Yee's video. They're losing all their partners? Yeah, I imagine after something like this. Always dying. It's not. You're a Nox viewer. What's up? Good morning. Calculus. Ooh, I see. Is the MX Master Mouse recommendable? Yes. For anything other than gaming, I like it a lot. Gamers Nexus has a great video. Oh, I haven't watched Gamers Nexus video on it. Can I ask kind of a personal question? Sure, I'll answer it if I can share. I want to buy one of your keyboards. How do I do it? I don't have any keyboards in stock. I do have a website, but I currently only offer a build service at the moment. MX Master 3 is a little heavy, but perfect other than that. Yeah, it is a little heavy. But if for just like regular browsing productivity work, I like it a lot. It's been so long since I'm able to catch one of your streams. Welcome back. I am Windfall. Commissions will open up eventually. Yes. Where did you get the Pantone mug? From Pantone. These are official Pantone. It's official Pantone merch, I'm pretty sure. You plan on doing a sound test on your GS? Ooh, I should, huh? I should. Yeah, I should. Extra Prius. Amazing mug. Amazing Pog mug. You guys really like the Pantone mug? Yeah, you can get it from Pantone. Benzo came with the 17 months. COVID positive test made better by EU friendly stream. Oh no, hope you recover. Pantone is a brand of shampoo. No, that's Pantene. New sponsor, stop by our Discord today. Yes, I actually have 2 new sponsors. Well, yeah. For those who haven't been keeping up, Divinity is now a sponsor, as well as we brought on Cable Mod yesterday. I've been checking out their cables behind the scenes, and they are pretty nice. If you guys haven't been in the PC world for a while, I believe Cable Mod has also been making some nice custom PC cables for quite a while. I think they said they've been operating for 7 years now or something. So yeah, they're pretty good when it comes to cables. We finally have a cable sponsor. And they ship very quickly. They have a ton of stock. They got limos, they got quick disconnects. I actually have some of their cables to show off actually. You know what? Might as well do it. Yep. So all their cables ship in this nice little protective box. So you don't have to worry about your coils getting damaged. I did open this up already. But pretty nice. And then for the ends, they actually have a ton of options you can choose from. You can get this Cerakoted, anodized, powder coated, E-coated. There's a bunch of colors you can choose from. Yeah, their cables have been really nice to use. And you can customize each bit. If you guys check out their website, each bit, the color, sleeving, everything's customizable. I will say hold off on buying a cable though. I'm currently working out a discount code for you guys. Yeah, so we're working on a code at the moment. So if you guys are in the market for a cable, maybe hold off until they have confirmed they're willing to give me a discount code. They just need to set it up with their the backend folks so it actually works. But yeah, very nice folks, very easy to use. They have a pretty cool configurator. You guys should check it out. It's like a graphical configurator for literally switching and customizing each part. Yeah, they've been really pleasant to work with. How'd the merch shoot go? It went very nice. What's the price range? I think it's pretty fair. It's about market rate, what you'd expect for all the components. I'm curious what you do before keyboards. I was a software engineer. 50%? No, it's not going to be that big. Maybe like 5 to 10% probably. Inks versus Blackie versus black milky top differences. Wait, are there inks with black milky tops now? I haven't tried black inks with black milky top. I don't see a switch like that. It's already sold at thin margin? Yeah, I mean cables aren't marked up too much. Just Gateron black milky tops. Ooh, that's a good question. Do I prefer milky top over black inks? I might like black inks more. I feel like black inks probably sound a little bit deeper. Can I request an album to play? Sure. What's up, Soran? Have you tried the Oil Kings? They're on their way. Frick, at 3 times the price? Yeah, I mean, I hope it sounds better at 3 times the price. No, it's probably more than 3 times the price, no? Aren't black inks like 50, 60 cents? Black ink V2. Oh, did they get cheaper? How much is Divinity selling it for? 18.75 for 25. Oh, that's 75 cents a switch. That's more than 3 times. Gateron, black milky top. How much is black milky top? 240 for 10. Oh. Wait, they're not as cheap as I thought. Okay, I thought black milky tops were like in the 10s, but it's 24 cents on KBD fans. Box inks? I don't know why you would get box inks. Why are the box inks popular? Is there a legitimate reason to get box inks over regular inks? If you're importing them off Taeha, maybe? True. Do you like RGB lights on your keyboards? Rarely. I rarely like them. Okay, let's get to the build. This is not everything. Where did I put the keyboard? GG. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. I think it's a long pole stem switch. Oh, did the box switches move to a long pole? I mean, if the pole length changed, then yeah, that is. It probably is different then. Viandas with the 8 months, thank you. Metatron with the 5 months. Geom with the 30. Capped 80 with the 2. Tron's Cave with the 9. We have a Twitch baby, nice. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we did unbox this very quickly yesterday. So it's not a brand new unboxing, but let's actually give this board some screen time. Hi Jet, thanks for the 8 months. Key code number 265 with box navies when? I don't know if my customers like box navies that much. Can you lower the music? Is it too loud? I can lower music. Can we not say thick? Why do you not like thick? Is thick on par with moist for you? My album request is Tokyo Sniper by Ryusen K. Is this weeb music? Tokyo Sniper. Alright, let's see what this is like. Hold on, I kind of want to hear this. Ooh, okay, I'm liking it. It's a vibe. Alright, this is the case. It ain't weeb music? No, that's pretty nice. I'm liking it. Finally got Bluetooth? Yeah, I just bought one of those USB adapters. It's been working pretty nicely. Do you think the chair you're using now is better or worse in some ways than the Herman Miller Aeron? Wait, what? I used the Herman Miller Aeron. It is neither better nor worse because it is exactly the same as the Herman Miller Aeron. Flawless with the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, Marcia with the 30 months. Thank you, thank you. Happy 30. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? I saw you're doing a one post a day challenge for a month. I hope it goes well. I've never done challenges like that. Sounds fun though. A lot of work. I don't even have enough pictures to post for a whole month, I feel like. But is it better? What do you mean, is it better? It's literally the chair you're asking about. Yeah. Trying to get out of my head, fingers crossed. Wait, get out of your head. Mixie, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Franken switches versus factory, which you choose? What? Factory. I don't use a lot of Franken switches. We were sent J-Wick. Are these good stock? I do have Lavendars switches prepped. I don't know if people use these stock or not. I'm gonna guess they don't use a stock. Oh, also Marcia, your tattoos are so sick. I recently saw your story. I was like, whoa. Jen and I have been eyeing getting a tattoo, but I don't know what. It's a scary commitment. I have a bunch of pictures I never posted because I didn't think they were good. Oh, I see. Oh no, not couples tattoo. Just like we each want to get our own tattoo is what I meant. Obviously ducks? No. My friend has a pretty cool tattoo here. I was thinking either like a tattoo on the wrist or hand area, or like the side finger would be cool. Cause like I take a lot of pictures, so like if you had a tattoo here or here, it would show when you take a picture. But yeah, I don't know what I want branded for life. Alright, let's unbox this. Get a tattoo of a ruler. No, I don't want a ruler. Is that TFT coffee? Okay, knowledge. No, it's a collagen shake to better my skin, get a bit of probiotics in my system. If anyone who wants better skin, you guys should drink collagen. Nice ember mug. Okay, Sora. That's toxic. The theory, thanks for the 15 months. Alright, this is the case. It's got the cast iron skillet finish. I hope it's durable as it feels. It definitely has a texture. It's rough. It doesn't hurt. It's not like sandpaper level, but it's definitely got a lot of texture to it. Also, I think this cam's a little too yellow. Is it seasoned? No, we gotta season it. This is unseasoned, fresh. That ring on your middle finger looks sick. Thank you. It's brand new. Eat 닭발. Okay. Comes with the screw. Well, not screw, the knob. Looks like we've got hardware. I'm guessing these are standoffs for the hot swap. Ooh, we also got scent stabilizers. Okay. What else is in the box? Can you cook a steak on it? Okay. IC? What is IC? Oh my, this PCB has flex cut for days. Damn, Hamon is coming back. Oh, did Zombu make an announcement? What is it? Hamon round... Is it round 2 or round 3? Wait, where does it say Hamon is coming back? Is it on his Instagram? Instagram.com/Zombumon. Zombumon. Wait, there's nothing about Hamon. Oh, April 4th. Oh, okay. The ring? Oh, yeah, I do need to be careful of it getting stuck. We'll see. Uni Jenny with the 5 months. Thank you. It's 229 in your country. It is 1029 in my country. I just want Evolve to actually be a thing. I mean, I stopped following that a while ago. Wait, did that never run? I thought it ran. They had a big like phase on generative design and all that. Is it not working out? Yeah, I swear I've seen some. I thought it ran. It did, but it was poodoo. Oh, yeah, who would have thought? How about an inner lip tattoo? No. Alright, this is the PCV. Oh my goodness. And it is hot swap. Short build. We'll probably get to lubing switches afterward. We only got about 30 done yesterday. Oh, and it comes with the knob. This is pre-soldered. What? Knob is already pre-soldered. Interesting. Okay. What is this? We have a polycarb plate. He quit? Wait, Nathan Alphaman quit? What keyboard is that on your desk? This is the Object. Why didn't I get myself a proper chair earlier? That's what I'm saying, Soran. I feel like all of us realize too late. We don't really care until we start developing back problems. Okay, this is also the stock cable. It's pretty nice, but it's just stock cable. Does have the paracord, but no sleeve. Alright. That's it for that box. What is in this box? Oh right, this is the officially licensed PBT Olivia clone set. Ah, that's where all the foam is. Do we use all this foam today, chat? Oh, this has foam for days. Foam, yes or no? No foam build. Now I can fall asleep while watching your stream. What do you mean, on your chair? Wasn't duck shaped? 0 out of 10. Imagine waiting for the back pain. No foam. Oh, what happened to my bot? What? It doesn't work? Alright, foam, yes or no? Place your bets. What was in here? Oh, right. They sent us the stabs. Oh, no. This is something else. This is something else. I lied. Is this the thin PCB? This might be their thin PCB. You know what? Let's just use the stabs they sent. So I know Wuque Studios does the 1.2 stuff. Let's see how good these stabs are that they sent. Ooh, chat said no. Alright, no foam? I mean, I don't mind. It makes my life easier. Okay, so all these gaskets we'll set aside. Foam we'll set aside here. Taeha lacking on chat? Sorry. Let me try to respond. Elliot 2K9 with the Prime sub. Thank you. Okay, stickers. Stab stuff. What layout is supported? Left shift, space. Full backs. We can do full backspace. Yeah, we can do full backspace. Yo, whoever recommended this album, TY, I like it a lot. Was it Creaky Mechanic? I forget the username, GG. Oh, I need to bring out all the... what's the name of the album? It's called Tokyo Sniper. Build it without foam first, then do a build with the foam? Fine. I was gonna lube switches for Alicia's build after. But I will do both. You right. What medium format cameras do you have right now? Oh, what's up, Bouncy? I have the RZ, the Hasselblad, and the Mamiya 7.2. Board of directors is happy. Oh, Soran, question. Is there an order to the Evangelion movies? I finished End of Evangelion. So we can probably do watch party sometime soon. Thanks. I like it when people enjoy my recommendations. Yeah, no, this is great. Thank you. I'll have to check out more of their stuff. I don't like Evangelion? Oh, GG. Alright, wrong person to ask. Has there ever been a group buy that you wish you had joined when you had the chance? Oh, yeah. There's a lot. I wish I had joined in on the Prophet. I wish I had joined in on the TGR 910. I wish I had joined in on what else? The J series, JO2 kind of grew on me, but I'm sure it'll probably come back. J's keyboards. What else? There's a ton of keycap sets I also just didn't buy in on. 7V I also missed out. Well, I intentionally missed out on 7V. Geist, did Geist finish? I really wanted the Geist, but that price tag was not too friendly for my wallet. I don't know if it's still open. Moon. I wish I bought CFO blinks. He's working on a new set. I forget if they're blinks though. I'm sure you could. I feel like you could probably find CFO blinks for cheap. Do people resell those for crazy amounts? Yeah, CFO blink's pretty nice. Any group buy that you regret joining? Oh. No, I have a pretty good track record for group buys. None of them have really gone terribly. I mean, there's definitely group buys that I've lost interest in after joining, but I don't think I necessarily regret those. I did like it at the time. Yeah, I have yet to be scammed by a group buy so far. Rukia? I didn't join in on Rukia. Gasket? Well, I don't regret Gasket. They're starting to ship out, no? Finally. Gasket is starting to ship. I wish I'd been around for the S7 Elephant. So hard to find chunky boards like that. Oh, yeah, the Elephant definitely is unique. I do like the Elephant just because it's so insane. I don't think it's a very practical board, but it is definitely, I would consider it a unique collector's board. There's no other board quite like it still. Did you get your V2CE yet? Oh, you know what? I did get a random tracking from TGR, but I don't know what it's for. So it might be my V2CE. It might be something else. Maybe Sam or Elaine is sending me a gift. I'm not sure. I did get a random TGR ship tracking though. Was there a group buy you joined sort of on a whim that really surprised you when you received it? Oh, I don't know if I joined group buys on a whim per se. At least not for keyboards. Maybe keycap sets. Let me think about that one. Did you join Mech 27 TKL? I did. But I transferred my spot to someone else. I hope they're doing okay. Because it is no longer my problem. Wow. Mech 27 got refund? Yeah, I saw. I mean, I can't claim the refund. I transferred my spot. What buy are you most looking forward to receiving? Looking forward to receiving. Ooh. I really want my GMK Noir, Marcia. I'm just kidding, but also not kidding. It's not your fault, it's GMK's fault. I did pick up the Andromeda recently. Pretty excited to build the Andromeda. What else am I waiting on? I think the board I'm excited for most this year is Type K, if that counts. That hasn't run yet, but that for sure is a must cop for me. I want to see more tinted customs. I love the tenting ergonomic aspect of it. In terms of what I've bought, ooh, I guess the W1, the Geon board, the W1AT, was that the one with the 10U spacebar support? Did you see the vent? Yeah, the vent does look nice too. Wait, is vent coming out first? I haven't been keeping up with either. Any decently priced in stock 65% aluminum keys you recommend? Yeah, you guys should check out the NK65 on Novel Keys. You can either buy it as a kit for relatively cheap. What is it? The no, that's NK87 Dark Shake. But yeah, check out the NK65 on Novel Keys. You can either purchase it fully assembled with keycaps and switches, or just a case and install it yourself. Have you seen Zeus TKL? Yeah, that's the one by, was it Koob? Yeah, I did see that. Wish I joined Jelly so bad. Are they not gonna rerun the Epoch? I feel like the Jelly Epoch did so well. I'd be surprised if they didn't rerun it. It's going down? What is this? This is crazy. Yeah, I should have invested in aluminum. I also should have invested in uranium. I heard uranium is spiking. Almost 4K. Sheesh. As far as I know, it won't be having another round. Oh, I see. Invest in gas? Oh, also true, yeah. Ooh, I'm also looking forward to GMK Miklon. That is probably my must-buy keycap set of this year so far. If it runs this year. GMK Miklon looks insane. Nathan got oil money? No, I have not invested in oil. Turkey sandwich, thanks for the 10 months. What about Uranus? Oh, okay. Bro, what? I'm in South Bay, $7 a gallon at worst. $7? I don't think LA has gotten that bad yet. Yeah, thank you for the link, Nordell. Are you a GMK Shine appreciator? Yes. How did you like Ed's Ganyu cosplay? I saw the picture on Twitter. It looks exactly like Joey's previous cosplay. I'm guessing he just borrowed Joey's costume, right? He saved it to a special folder. Okay. Yeah, Ed is for sure. It's literally the same costume she gave it to him. That's what I figured. It looked too good to be Ed's effort. Yeah, that's crazy though. He went for what, 11 days, 12 days? Granted, he did sleep on stream, but still, that's crazy. Oh no. Dude, he got buff. What the heck? I don't remember him being this buff when I saw him a couple months ago. His man's been working out. All the climbing paying off. He's been climbing with Albie? Yeah, I know. Dang, should I climb? No, I don't want to get buffed though. At the moment, we're talking about at most $4 per liter of gas in Norway. Oh, this locks from the bottom. Interesting. Why do some websites have GMK sets with ended still, but up as pre-order? When you say ended, you mean the initial group buy, right? If it's listed as a pre-order, they're generally selling off the extras as a pre-order. Mine were so hard to snap in. What? Just get good, Marcia. I don't know. I just snapped it. The PCV is 1.2. I think so. Yes. Wuque Studios likes their 1.2s. I think it is. He's saying I'm a wimp? No. Also, Marcia, did you get a new camera recently? I was lurking. You've had some major stream updates. It looks nice. Did you move? No, same place. I'm guessing different room, or maybe you moved. It's Pudu though, no 4K. I mean, you don't need 4K. I feel like if you stream in 4K, a lot of people can't even watch it in 4K anyways. Same place, just rotated the setup. When are you building the CW60? I'm not sure. They did post an announcement in their server saying they're still facing delays. So whenever they're okay, I'm bad now. I can't clip this one in. It was a fluke. Oh, okay. Just get okay, cartoon. Okay, buddy. Shouldn't you be in school, Cartoon 91? It's a Wednesday morning, young man. You probably have, what, first period, second period? I'm on spring break? Crap. Okay. You got me. Wait, is there already spring break? Isn't it kind of early for spring break? I'm on spring break too. I see. Falfala. Things are the 8 months. My college spring break is this week. It's never too early or too late. A break is a break. True. When was the last time you had spring break? Okay. My last break was probably New Year's Eve. That holiday break. I can't force myself to work out at all. Are you working out, Soren? Dude, same though. It's so hard for me to work out. But like I physically have to be on crunch time, so I've been pretty good about it lately. I only got 5 months left. Sheesh. I have not lost enough weight. I prefer to spend that time in the kitchen and cook something healthy. I mean, that's fine too. I feel like as long as you're productively using the time. I just use my asthma as a cop-out? Oh no. Yeah, I mean, if you have asthma, definitely need to be careful. Oh my. Aware Nathan's gonna be 48? Okay. Can't get healthy, sorry. Do you go on like walks, Marcia? feel like even if you don't work out in a gym, cardio still probably like light cardio. Do you know where to buy keycaps with a good price and from EU? Yes, check out Oblotsky.industries, Prototypist, mykeyboards.eu, Keygem, Candy Keys, lots of EU vendors now. Am I tripping or is your coffee green? Yeah, it's a mix of coffee and a matcha collagen shake. I touch grass so the kids don't clown on me. How do you even spell that industries thing? The person above you, Lepiao, spelled it out for you. Speaking of prototypists, did you see the Argyle board? Yeah, I did. I'm in my CS202 lecture. Nice. What does CS202 entail? My keyboard is also great, very good service. I've worked with my keyboard in the past. Oh my goodness. Does anyone here know approximate custom charges for the UK? I could not tell you. I don't know what the percentage is. But $600 item, I imagine you'll pay a decent amount. 600 is, yeah, you should expect at least 2-3 digits in customs fees. I need some coffee recommendations for a pour over. Just got the origami dripper. You should check out Maru. They have my favorite beans. It depends on what the shop classes it as in description. I see. We're learning about memory and pointers and dynamic memory allocation. Ooh, not a fun time. I do not enjoy that aspect of programming. Have you ever had to pay customs on a board yet? No, I don't think I've ever paid customs, period, in my life for anything. I know you can pay customs in the US, but I don't know what. But I have not bought anything that required customs to be paid. What do you guys buy in the States that you have to pay customs for? That was my fave? Okay, you can take all of that, Marcia. I'm perfectly fine with you being a... Yeah, you can do that. I don't want to touch that again. Gonna jinx it, Taeha? 800 plus shipments on imports get taxed. Have I really never imported something over 800? Oh, I guess maybe I haven't then. Apparently the limit is 800, but I don't know if keyboards fall. I don't think I've ever purchased a single keyboard from a vendor for that much. Yeah. I've paid VAT. I have also never paid VAT. I've paid like $100 customs for a keyboard coming delivered. Really? In the US? That's unfortunate. Any insider info for peaches and cream? I could not tell you. I don't know. My worry right now is customs is going to inspect my $600 keyboard, which seems not normal for normal. There is a chance they will inspect it, yes. You just have to pray they don't damage it, because they'll inspect it and then repackage it afterward. I know in the past there have been instances of customs officers being rough, but I think it's really RNG at that point. Because when I bought my Leica from Japan, it was $1,600 and I didn't have to pay any customs fees. Interesting. I had a client have a K-Mac get wrecked. Oh, not on a K-Mac of all boards. I paid $538. Wait, hold on. $538 in customs fees for a mode? That doesn't sound right. I think you got scammed. There's no way customs is that high for a mode 60. Mode 65 was like what, $300? Unless you bought multiple modes. There's no way you should have paid that much. You just got played by your government. What was this album? It is Tokyo Sniper. For your object builds, was your MX blacks broken in? They were not, I think. They're just Hyperglide blacks. They were just lubed and filmed and TX spring swapped. Alex gets wrecked on customer bills with fees? I never thought about that. Wait, is the majority of his clientele based in the States? The customs was 100 and the mode was 530. Oh, okay. That makes sense. You should have started off with that. Yes, sir? Wait, does Alex cover the customs fees then or what? He needs to move. Imagine living in actually, Canada's probably better to live in right now. I want to live in Canada. We have to flee the US before it gets too bad. I would guess the majority of his clients are from outside Canada. I feel like there's a decent scene in Canada too, though. Canada is not devoid of enthusiasts. Are you sure about that? K-Kona, what you say, brother? Yeah, I gotta escape these K-Kona brothers. Thoughts on course switches from Boris Bolsa? I sent Alex a Christmas gift and it's crazy expensive shift from US to there. Actually crazy. Wow. Yeah, I didn't think about customs fees on build services. I mean, I know international customers pay, but yeah, that's crazy. Do you know many Aussie enthusiasts? Yeah, there's also a pretty decent scene in Australia. I thought we talked about what we spent on the board, not the import. No. We're talking about import fees, customs fees. Huge Aussie community. Yeah, they're growing. They've got a lot of vendors now. They have like their own content creator community. Lots of cool folks in Australia land. Australia, Korea, and US California are the big three. Oh, if we had to rank the big three, US for sure. Not necessarily specifically California, but just US in general. I don't know if I would rank Korea as top 3 though. Korea still, I mean, they have a strong presence, but numerically, they're not that big of a company. Or not company, community. I'd probably put China top 3. Oh, Canada. Oh, sorry. I feel like China still probably is a top 3 regional player. Just numbers wise. Ooh. Who would be 3rd? I don't know if it's EU, Australia. There's also like the Southeast Asian countries too. No, but probably not as big as EU. Japan. Oh, right. Japan's also pretty big. Yeah, Japan. Ooh, that's hard. Yeah, Japan versus EU versus... I don't think Canada is top 3. China is huge, it's not accessible. Yeah. I would think China is number 4 just by percentage. Oh, well, if you take percentage per population ratio, then that might be a different story. But yeah, I mean, just strictly talking objective numbers, no percentages. We're building it today? Yeah, we unboxed it yesterday. We're building it now. You mostly build 60% keyboards, but can you actually use them? Yes. I don't think I mostly build 60s. I mean, today's build is a 65. Is iQnix the best wireless pre-built out right now? Oh, that is really close. No, I would not say so. Wait, what? Is this normal? How am I supposed to screw that? It's right by the... Is this even screw-onable? Do I have to go ISO? I think you don't. Tomo, thank you so much for the 4 months. This physically interferes unless there was a small... That's omega scuffed. I can't screw it down all the way. Just remove the socket? We'll try this. Too lazy. Are we past the peak of KB hype? We had a little discussion on it yesterday. I think we are starting to see a plateau. I mean, to be expected. There was a huge boom because of the pandemic. People's COVID money have run dry now, probably. I want to say overall COVID has gotten better the past couple months, at least on some small degree. I had the same issue. I see. I don't know if we are necessarily plateauing yet, but we for sure will plateau eventually. In terms of hype, sorry. Like, I mean, I don't think hype is sustainable forever. But I mean, we also talked about just because the hype is plateauing doesn't necessarily mean like the community is plateauing per se. How much hype something has doesn't necessarily equate to growth. Hype is different. No, I did not say the hobby is dead. Just because the hype plateaus doesn't mean the hobby is dead. Those are independent. All right. Got some lavender switches, lubed and filmed by Mr. Zen. RMK has over 1 mil. It broke 1 mil a while ago, I think. It's been a while. Okay, we probably also need to go middle out. So this plate it's bowing quite a bit. Oh, should I have installed the gasket tabs first? Am I gonna have... No, I think we can apply it after the fact. And I guess that's the 625 position. Q1. What do you think is a good 75% beginner board? Yeah, Keychron has some 75s as well that are not bad. This is mounted sideways. Okay, let's install the corner ones too so it doesn't rattle. Have you tried the Fairlife protein shake? No, I have not. I've never been like a protein shake guy. Boo Casper, hello. Oosh. Klusta, thanks for the 18 months. Have you heard of Keychron Q2? No, I was supposed to get one shipped out. Never made it to me, Smooge. I didn't bother to buy one afterward. The song is a bop. This is Pizzicato 5. That's the artist. Hold on, let me get some juice. Katamari music slap? Is that what this is? What is Katamari? You don't know Katamari? No. Cult classic game, video game called Katamari Damacy. Katamari Damacy. No, I've never even seen this game. Is this like Teletubbies on drugs? What is this game? What? Is this fun? Teletubbies Keck W? What the heck is this? Oh, Nami, no. Nami, no. You want to sit on my lap? She's sitting on my lap. She show on cam? Ah, it's just short. Hold on. Nami, come back. It's a personal build. We couldn't get cat hair in here. You want to watch? And I guess this is a 625 spacebar. Yes. When our Poofy and Miso hang out? I know. I don't know when we would ever have the chance though. That means one of us has to travel with our cats. I don't know if I want to fly with. It's a lot of work. But one day, it will be cool to have a cat collab. What plate was it? This is Polycar plate. So I can't tell with the music. Yep. Hey, no. Yo. Hey. Oh man, she left. Okay, there's a bit of rattle on space and left shift. Trying to make the switches now. Ah, Nami. Ooh, this song is a bop. I know this song. Nami be cute kitty. Yeah. We'll have cat cam today. How do I take this off? Oh, okay. What genre is this? I'm not sure. Japanese pop? It's a little city pop-esque. Yeah, a little bit of city pop. I feel like certain Japanese songs have like there's like a vibe, but I don't know what the proper term is. Like Japanese pop has a vibe, kind of jazzy, kind of city pop-esque. Is it normal for my laptop CPU to be at 100% load just from watching the stream? No, definitely not. Your CPU should not be at 100% load just from watching the stream. Do you still use Chemex for coffee? I have switched to the Hario Switch. I only bring out the Chemex if I'm need a brew for multiple people. Ooh. How's the 100 Thieves compound and meeting Nayshot? Dude, Nayshot is so cool. A lot of respect for the guy and what he's done. Like, whether you like his content or not, just like what he's accomplished in the space, I think it's pretty cool. No, it was fun. It's always a good time when I hang out with the 100 Thieves guys. Like, it's a very cool environment, I feel like. And their company culture is really nice. Maybe it's because I'm an outsider. But yeah, no. Very fun folks. Any camera suggestions for new into photography? I use my phone to photo some nature building stuff. Are you looking to go into digital or film? And what is your budget? Are you using BDZ for stabs? Yes. I have switched to using BDZ for stabs, but 205 still works fine. I do think BDZ, I personally prefer BDZ over 205 now though. Oh shoot, I missed some subs. Roxen, thank you so much for 2 months. Wander with the 22. Motex with the Prime, thank you. Mr. CG Buin, hello. Would you ever join an org or do you like the independence? Oh, that's a good question. You know, initially I was very against joining orgs. The reasoning being, I wish biz was clear. Jesus, I had a stroke. I wish BDZ was clear. Oh, yeah, it does look messy. That's the one downside of BDZ. It would be nicer if it was less transparent. Yeah, initially I was against joining orgs. I don't know. I just felt like I quit my software job to pursue this because I wanted to work for myself. But then joining an org kind of felt like I was going against the initial reasoning of working for myself. Not that you're technically working for someone when you join an org, but like you are contractually obligated to put in a certain number of hours. You can get pulled in for content that the org happens to be doing. But no, I think lately I've become more open to joining an org. I just don't see an org hiring a keyboard person at the moment. But like, yeah, if an org that I like reaches out, I would definitely consider it now. You're representing someone or something instead of being your own brand. Yeah, a little bit of that. Like, I mean, not that when you sign with an org, you lose your independence. But it's not 100% you, right? You do have that org affiliation. Oh my. I Fatals. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. What? First time gifting too. Thank you, thank you. If you guys got gifted a sub, say thank you. You have worked with Immortals, 100 Thieves, and TL at this point. Yes. Have I worked with Cloud9? No, I haven't worked with Cloud9 yet. Oh, I've also worked with the Guard. The Guard is doing pretty well in Valorant right now. Oh, NRG. Yeah, I've worked with some NRG creators. Keyboard Hype House. I genuinely wonder if that would do well. Let's say Marcia started a keyboard hype house and she got the creator she wanted. I do wonder if it would be sustainable. Ooh. Absolutely not. The Guard is undefeated in Valorant group phase. Yeah, they 4-0'd out of group stage. Pretty crazy. I feel like they are a great underdog to bet on right now. No one really knew much about the Guard, but their roster is kind of cracked. Their roster is also very young. Like, they are only going uphill from here. Their players are so young right now. It's insane. Not with how many vids you make a month? Okay. I mean, I for sure would not be invited. I haven't been putting out much content recently. I imagine I won't be putting out much until after the wedding. Yeah. I'm gonna be under pressure for a couple months. A lot of new names becoming stars from their roster? Yeah. Anyone know what that stabilizer is? This is what was included with the Zoom65. I imagine it's some form of the Wuque Studio stabilizer variant. Did you start wearing AirPods recently? Yeah, just because it's wireless. I don't like having the cable moving around when I'm building. Alright, let's do this first build without any foam. Fooer, thank you so much for the 4 months. Ooh, you got a Mac Studio? Sick. Wait, I feel like we heard this. Oh, we heard this song already. All right, let's change vibes. Oh, Mac Studio fun. I don't know if I'm gonna get a Mac Studio. I was thinking maybe I should sell off my small form factor build that I haven't done yet. And maybe get a Mac Studio. I don't necessarily need a small form factor build. I don't mind bigger. Yeah, I'll think about it. I just ordered the Holy Panda X switches. I am a sucker for zero wobble tactile. I am seeing a lot of flack because of the name. Do you have any opinion on the situation? People are giving flack on the name because the Holy Panda X no longer has a halo stem. And the reason it was called a Holy Panda is because of the halo stem was half of the part of the name. So that's what the people are confused about. I mean, there's literally, I don't think any specs have been released on the switches yet. The drop posts, they included a force curve grab, but it was of the original Holy Panda, not the new switch, which I don't know why they did that. But they're so cute. That is true. Can you play the OG Teen Titans song? What? ZG, welcome back. Thoughts on Mil-Max? I think it's fine. I personally don't care for Mil-Maxing my boards, but it's one way to hot swap your board. I agree, that's a bop. Yeah, this song's nice. Kamal, you should check out his music. He has a lot of good stuff. I think he's based in the UK or something. Where did oh, I hit this one. Oh. Nami got scared. No. Anyone know what material that plate is? This is polycarb. Blue by Kamal is good. Yeah, blue's probably one of my favorites. What's your opinion on my first custom board being a heavy grail? Ooh, I mean, you went pretty hard. Have you tried the HHKB before the heavy grail? There's also a possibility you might not like it if it's your first one. I think that is no, I mean, I personally like the heavy grail, but if it's your first custom and you've never tried Topra, you might not appreciate it as much. Someone get this man a plate fork? I don't mind pulling it. It kind of makes me feel like I'm making sushi. You know, when they make like sushi, they like do this kind of hand motion. It kind of feels like that. I'm making a keyboard sushi right now. I would not eat sushi from you, sir. Okay, that's toxic. I wouldn't eat my own sushi too. I don't know anything about making sushi. Rip CL, hello. I should do sponsor segment now, huh? Since we're not soldering today. Okay, let's do sponsor segment. Sponsor segment is going to change since we have new sponsors. The first sponsor now being, in alphabetical order, Cable Mod. Head on over to cablemod.com. We're currently working out a referral link as well as a discount code. So while I will shout out their website, I would recommend holding off on buying cables until the discount code is figured out. What's your favorite sushi in LA? I haven't eaten a lot of sushi since moving out here. It's expensive. But my go-to is probably sugarfish, just for convenience. I don't know if LA has good sushi though. Takao and Brentwood is great high-end sushi. I do like sushi, but yeah, I haven't really been going out to eat sushi here. I feel like you probably have to go to super high-end to get good stuff. Although Santa Barbara has good uni, maybe we can get other stuff. But yes, Cable Mod. We have a cable sponsor now. They have been making nice custom PC cables for a while, so they're pretty experienced. And we showed off their cables earlier. Check out their website. They've got nice cables, and they have a very easy to use configurator. Another new sponsor that we have is also Divinity. Check out divinity.com/Taeha They have the Gateron Oil Kings that a lot of you guys are interested in. They have a ton of switch selections, amongst other things. Check out divinity.com/Taeha. You could also buy pre-lube switches from them. When I visited Olivia, she took me to the omakase place y'all went to a few years back. Oh, in New York. Oh, yes. Oh, she took you to a fancy place. Yeah, that place was good. Now I want omakase. I haven't had omakase. I don't think I've had omakase since then. That was what, like 2019 KeyCon? 2018 KeyCon? I forget. Santa Monica has some of the best ramen. Sujira? Yeah, I like Sujira. Sujira's great. Just had omakase a few days ago, so good. Yeah, omakase is good. Next, we have Keycult. Head on over to keycult.com. Ooh, did you guys join in on their latest raffle? Did you guys win? I did not join in. Gotta save for the wedding, but hopefully you guys won the raffle for their latest colorway. They also released some trays not too long ago. Hopefully you guys are able to grab some of those. The Keycult trays look pretty nice, But you guys already know Keycult makes some of the nicest custom mechanical keyboard kits in the game right now. Head on over to their website to see their product offerings. Join their Discord as they regularly post updates there. Check out Keycult. Fat L Smoge. Ryan 915, hello. I love that they have 2 Sukumen places across. Yeah. Whoa, Jeremy Germ. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. Thank you. Sujita Annex is my favorite ramen spot. Oh, you like Annex over the regular. I prefer the regular Sujita. Next, we have Kinetic Labs. Head on over to kineticlabs.com/Taeha. Check out their Polycaps. They have a couple keycap set colorways now. They also carry several lube options. They've got switches, desk mats. Check out Kinetic Labs. Oh, .store/Taeha. Sorry, not .com. I also like regular Sujita more. Same. Next we have Mode. Head on over to modedesign.com/Taeha. The Mode Sonnet price point has been teased on their Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw. I have been told when it is being released. I cannot disclose it to you guys though, but it is not going to be too far off the release date for the sale. So if you guys like the Mode Sonnet, prepare your wallets. But you can also still pre-order the new Mode 80 2022 edition. Still available for pre-order, and I think it should start shipping next month or so. But yeah, check out modedesigns.com/Taeha Next we have novelkeys. Head on over to novelkeys.com/Taeha No keycap set group buy, but they do have the NK87 Dark Shake. Essentially the popular milkshake colorway, but in dark theme mode. And they have a bundle for the NK87, comes pre-assembled with the keycaps and the switches. There is also still the NK87 entry edition, as well as the NK65 entry edition. They have a lot of stuff in stock now, novelties, if you guys haven't noticed. Also still have some extras from previous group buys that they have run. Go check it out. I do have a discount code with novelkeys as well. Use code redo at checkout to save 5% off in-stock products from novelkeys. I go to Sawtelle often, so I pretty much have everything. I see. Matrix 3.0 group buy will start tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow, yes. I keep forgetting novelkeys is the... It's so whack that they're a proxy now for Matrix boards. Next we have Omnitype. Head on over to omnitype.com/Taeha. No new keycap set this month still, but they do have extras of their previous group buys still in stock. You can still pick up some GMK Pono extras, GMK Moto 2 extras, and they also have the Pokeballs, in case you guys missed the news. They are a retailer for officially licensed Pokeball replicas now. I do also have a discount code with Omnitype. Use code SWEETTAE at checkout to save 5% off in-stock Omnitype products, like their switches, desk mats, keyboard carrying cases, and keycap storage solutions. Check them all out. They haven't run a new set since November. Oh, has it been that long? Yeah, it seems like they're working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. They're about to drop some cool products soon. And last but not least, we have Prime Keyboards. Head on over to primekb.com/Taeha. Oh, their website's down actually. They're on vacation, they're on break. Don't go to Prime KB right now, they're on break. But come back when they are back from break. And I think that's the end of my sponsors list now. Yo, Kevin, hello. Mr. Kamja Kevin. You forgot to sponsor me? Okay. No more Zeal. Oh, I don't think I announced. Yeah, Zeal is no longer a sponsor. We have parted ways. Not because of bad will or anything, just different business needs as times have changed. Yeah, so Zeal is no longer a sponsor, but my affiliate link still is live, as well as the discount code if you guys want to purchase from Zeal. But yeah, no longer working with Zeal this year. Let me get a chopstick. It has been one. Yo, Johnsies, what's up? Long time no see. Thank you so much for 1 year. Musubi with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so. Come over for coffee? Ooh, I'm D. Hit me with your address. I'll come over one day. Kevin, are you gonna stream your coffee stuff? That'd be a pretty cool stream. You should just run a virtual cafe on Twitch. 감사합니다, Kevin. Grace, good morning. KBD fans? No, they are a sponsor. Oh shoot, did I forget KBD fans? KBD fans still a sponsor. Check out kbdfans.com/types. GMK Indigo is still alive. That's probably my favorite set that is running at the moment on KBD fans. See you in New York, sirs. See you in Wait, do you know the artist? You just bought a ticket blindly last night, Grace? What if you don't like the music? Do you like trap? Yes? Oh, okay. Did you see KBD's mascot? Wait, they have a mascot now? Did I miss it? What does their mascot look like? No, I don't think I've seen their mascot. Which artist are we seeing? ISO EXO. I bought tickets to New York 2 days before I was supposed to fly. That must have been expensive. I bought my tickets like late December for this trip. $230 round, $273 round trip from SFO. Wait, that's pretty good. What the heck? That's pretty good for buying your tickets 2 days before. Did you reach out to your local insurance broker yet? No, I have not. I'm down to the coffee content. Ooh. Yeah, you can make Twitch your virtual chat, no virtual cafe. Test run it first. Test run it. I was thinking shorts or short format videos. I don't know about stream. I see. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. Yeah. I'm D. I do have setup. True. Vinny Chu, what's up? Got whole setup running. Nice. Ooh, I finally get to drink coffee made by the Kamja Kevin, the coffee prince of LA. Oh my, Hobbs Unbox. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I'm guessing you're at work. Actually, you work kind of late at night. Maybe you're not at work right now. Domenzi, good morning. I'm wanting to get an artisan, but there's so many makers and raffle dates it's hard to keep track of. Yeah, it is. If you're in my server though, people tend to ping whenever there's a sale happening, whenever it happens. That's one way to get notified of different makers. Otherwise, just follow, pick and choose the makers that you like and turn on notifications for them. I just woke up actually. Oh shoot. Have you ever been to Fanellis? Fanelli? No, I have not. What do they sell there? Oh, I have played this playlist quite a bit. What is this song? Oh, we have heard this song. Diego's members are religious about sending artisan raffle. Oh, Diego's servers are probably way more into artisans than I am. My servers. Diego is a artisan god. It's a cafe in New York. Oh, I see, I see. I have not been to New York much. Still have much to explore in New York City. We have almost 9 p.m. in my country. Nice. Coffee Prince Prage. Any LA Cafe Rex? Yeah, if you guys have coffee questions, follow Kamja Kevin. But there's a lot of good cafes in LA. Check out Maru, check out Lavetta. I recently tried Matte Black Coffee in downtown LA with a friend. Was pretty good. Matte Black Coffee's pretty good. Kumquat is also really good. It's another cafe I like. You can go to the standard ones, the K-Town ones too. Alchemist, Andante, Coffee Emco. Document Coffee is also good. Dinosaur Coffee in Silver Lake, also pretty cool. We have Verve, we have Earth. Oh yeah, Tilt is also pretty good, yeah. What do you think of Phil's? I personally like Phil's coffee, but it's like a dessert coffee. Like it's very sweet, even if you get their low sweet one. Like you go to Phil's to feel gluttonous slightly, but it's good. I like Phil's a lot. But it's like a different category, you know? I love Phil's, yeah. Oh, there's also Intelligentsia in LA. We have Stereoscope. We have Blue Bottle. Yeah, check out Matte Black Coffee. That's my recent favorite cafe. Their interior is very interesting, and their coffees are pretty good. What a name! Oh, wait, which name? Tilt? Blue Bottle pretty good, yeah. Blue Bottle's good. I usually get their New Orleans. Ooh, if you also want to feel gluttonous at Blue Bottle, you should ask for their Shakerado. Their Shakerado is pretty good. It's not on their menu officially, but I think most of their baristas know what it is or can make one. Wait, Alibi is top rated for you, Kevin? Really? I should go there more often. I went, I thought it was okay. Intelligentsia? Oh yeah, their cafes are really nice. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say Phil's is bad. The Coffee Princess Phil's is bad? It's, you don't like it when you want to feel like gluttonous? Like a guilty pleasure coffee? I actually don't care about the mint mojito at Phil's. I just like their regular like drinks. I rarely get the mint mojito at Phil's. Green Door for good intelligentsia food? Ooh, I have not tried Green Door yet. The mint mojito is basic. Oh, did I lube enough switches? Or are there enough switches? Frick, I am short one. There's a chance the cats stole it. Oh, I found it. Have you tried Black Dot? No. Dutch Bros coffee is pretty good. I've never also tried Dutch Bros. Oh, we also have La Colombe in LA. There's a La Colombe cafe also in Silver Lake area. Okay. Finished installing switches. Now it's time for the gasket strips. What are these for? Oh, the smaller ones? Should I install? Hold on, let me open this. Let's see if there's an option to install gasket on the case. What is this, hex? I'm gonna guess 1.5. Sick. Starbucks go-to 10 out of 10. My go-to guilty pleasure when I can't be bothered. I feel you, Kevin. I also go to Starbucks more than I would like to admit. Something about it, I'm just drawn. Maybe it's the convenience. Their drinks aren't terrible. It's easy? Yeah, it might just be the convenience. They're just everywhere. Drinking Starbucks, I typed this. Will you lube and film switches for build services? I filled out form today. No, wait, you filled out the form? Then you didn't read. I don't offer switch modding services. You have to figure out switch modding on your own. Do you know off the top of your head if you're busy Friday or around lunch? I think I'm free all day Friday. Yeah, the only plan I had was at night. Consistency, you know what you're getting? No, Starbucks can be hit or miss sometimes. Bully Nathan? Wait, what did I say? There's a new comedy club opening up in LA. You should check it out, California Comedy Club. Ooh, okay. Banh mi and Viet coffee? Banh mi sounds nice. I could go for banh mi right now. Do you like Lee sandwiches? Wait, how can you hate Lee sandwiches? Lee sandwiches is GOAT. If we ever get to Utah, I have to drag you to get pho. It's the only good thing we have here. Alright, you have piqued my interest. I want to know what this Utah pho is like. If it compares to SoCal pho. Got me curious, how do they machine the area below the wind keyless bar? Yeah, I can show you. This part is attached to the top here. It's not entirely hollow if that's what you were talking about. I'll take you to a better place than OC for banh. Ooh, I'm down. I mean, okay, I don't think Lee sandwiches is GOAT, but for their price, Lee sandwiches is OP. Okay, they have multiple sizes for these gaskets. Okay, let's start with the short ones first then. They got so many sizes. Which one do I use? Do you have the bad cilantro gene or do you have taste? No, I love cilantro. I could put cilantro on anything and I'll eat it. Imagine having bad cilantro genes. I am legit a cilantro monster. Like, I make cilantro salad. I've made cilantro chocolate chip cookies. I'm pretty sure I tweeted about this. Yes. You cannot say I hate cilantro when I've done this. 2020, I make a cilantro chocolate chip cookie. It was not bad. I've also had cilantro Rice Krispies. Weed isn't cilantro, please. That's actual cilantro. Do you like onions? I love onions. I can also put onions, mushrooms, cilantro. I can put on any dish, and I will not complain. Canceling my sub. Are you using a Zoom 24 to 70? Actually, I'm pretty. Yeah, I think it is a 24 to 70. Yes, sir. I am using the 24 to 70 2.8. Cilantro wedding cake. Okay, I mean, I like cilantro, but I'm gonna be considerate for my guests. So I will not make a cilantro wedding cake. Did you know you can ask for all 6 onion types at In-N-Out? No. No, Jen is also a cilantro monster. Yeah, both our families are cilantro monsters. I also did not know there were 6 types. Oh shoot, the cilantro gene makes me consider eugenics? Holy crap. Okay, that's a little too far, Marcia. Marcia cosplaying Eren Yeager right now. Christian says his respect for you dropped because of that cilantro cookie. Dude, my respect for Christian dropped because he doesn't believe in the genius of cilantro cookies. Yeah, if you Google Taeha type cilantro cookie, it'll show up. Best invention ever. About to get canceled. But I also agree. The world would be a better place if everyone liked cilantro. Was the cilantro cookie good? It wasn't bad. Like, I would eat it again. I don't think I crave it necessarily. But it was not as bad as I expected it to be. I like cilantro, but in cookie form. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people also like, they like salted salted, what is it, chocolate chip cookies. It's like kind of the same concept. You're cutting that sweet chocolate with something, some other flavor profile. That's not the same at all. It is. Just close your eyes and imagine it being the same. I forgot to send you cookies. No, it's okay. Don't send me cookies. I am on crunch time right now. I cannot be tempted by sweets. I need to fit into a suit soon. It's okay. I will eat it though if you send cookies. But don't tempt me with a good time. Are you saying cilantro cooked chocolate is like mint chocolate? Yeah, something along those lines. Okay, at least these gaskets don't stretch too much and they fit nicely in the grooves. £9 package incoming. Did you get your suits picked out for the wedding? No, I think I'm gonna get sized in a month or two. Because it doesn't take that long for suits. So I have at least another month to lose weight. And then I'll get sized. Rental or buying? I think it'll probably be buying. I don't own a single suit, so I might as well have one in my closet for future use. Just do hella cardio and drink only water and eat soup? Man, I wish I could. Oh. Sit up straight. Buy a Dior suit? Okay. Have you never needed a suit? Say what? Yeah, I've never had a reason to dress up in a suit. Are the bots not working? They should be. Allegedly takes 5 weeks to tailor the suit. They recommend you do it 4 to 5 months before. 4 to 5 months? Okay. Yeah, I still am not at the 4 or 5 month mark. But I definitely need to get on it soon. Have you decided on the color? I'm probably just going black. Black classic tux. What happened to your old space? I moved last April. Oh shoot, DigiThawk, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Slee Slack, thanks for the 19 months. Thank you, thank you. I'm definitely not wearing a Mr. Sleeves themed suit. Can Can I post a link to the suit here? Sure. Are these different sizes? Oh, they are. Where do these guys go? Oh, okay, they're just extras of these. No, we are not going Mr. Sleeves themed. Is this cold? Oh, I didn't know he covered the song. Oh, Daddy got wrecked. What? Okay, I'm not paying that much for a suit. What the heck? Okay. Do you have colors picked? I'm probably just going with a black classic suit. I don't know what accent tie though. Where did my the bridesmaids are wearing like a nude. They're wearing like a nude tannish dress. I don't know, maybe pink? I could see pink working with like nude, beige, tan. No navy? I don't think I could look good in navy. I probably look better in black. Light gray? No, I need a dark suit to hide my chubs. If I go light gray, it'll expose my chubs. I wish I could pull off gray. Should we listen to a sad song? Is it going to be an indoor or outdoor? It's going to be both. Photog? Yeah, I already have the photographer hired. Man, why won't these peel? Tie same as stem. Holy Panda colorway. Where's the jazz? Do you guys want jazz again? I can go back to jazz. Do you guys miss the jazz? I haven't been playing jazz as much. Which jazz artist to play? Who do I want to listen to? I don't want to listen to big bands. Ooh, is Mancini on here? Ooh, Nick Mancini is. Snarky Puppy. We listened to Snarky Puppy earlier this week or last week. Jamie Lee Trio. Oh, are you the friend of Jamie? Oh, this has vocals. Shoot. Not feeling vocal jazz. What switches are those? These are lavender switches. After the wedding, it'll be the Novel Keys reception for the Key Cult dinner. Are you guys registered at Key Cult? What do you mean registered at Key Cult? Oh, is this whole album vocals? I guess we can try vocals. Did you guys find the cake yet? Yes, I believe we have. For the wedding? Oh, matching number twos? We haven't sent out invite yet. We are working on that at the moment. Oh, I wonder if Key Cult will be able to travel though. They both have children to take care of now. I guess they could make a trip to California with their new family members. Expose them to California's sun. Let them touch grass. Alright, I'm not feeling these vocals. How about some Wolfpack? Ooh, I haven't listened to Wolfpack in a while. Wolfpack's pretty good. I can play Wolfpack after this. Which switch did you have embedded into the wedding? No, our wedding will not be keyboard themed. I want to see them live so bad. Are they good live? I've never seen them live. I figured they'd be good live though. They seem like a bunch that'd be good live. I've been digging Luna Lee. Ooh, I have heard of her. Wedding favors are an NK65 for everybody. That'd be pretty interesting. That's a big thing to take home though. Gonna need a lot of NK65s. It's also very expensive. Oh, I missed the long boy. Do you listen to Ryu Fukui? I feel like I probably have. I'm not great with artist names and like song titles. Like I need to hear it. But if you like if you name me an artist or a song, there's a good chance I will know just by name. Thoughts on KBD Fans Mountain Ergo? I haven't tried it. I do like that it's tinted, I do want to see more tinted Alice-like keyboards. But yeah, I haven't tried it. Yo, John B, long time no see. Just got here. Is this Alicia's board? No, this is a personal build today. Alicia's board will not happen for a while, as I need to lube the switches. Oh, Jacob Collier. I've been seeing him a lot on YouTube. He's been very popular lately. Was here for your photo editing stream for a bit. Was V Poggers? Oh, you were there? Ooh, I see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do more of the photo streams. At least the ones that I do in the house. I might start taking pictures outside. We'll see though, we'll see. I'm going to see Jacob is it Collier in April in the Bay. I see. Did you lube any more switches since yesterday? No. Do you like mobile editing on iPad? I actually do. Lightroom Mobile is pretty fantastic, and editing with the pen is a lot of fun. It makes editing a little bit more fun. It's also easier too if you need to use any of like the brush tools or like, yeah. Like I don't do a whole lot of Photoshop work. I just mostly change color and exposure, so mobile editing is fine for me. We need one more. These are long ones. Are these the shorter ones? Ah, these are the shorter ones. Gotta get class, have fun. Oh, thank you. And you have a good time in class. China Boy Q, they went 18 months. How'd the merch shoot go? It went fantastically. Yeah, I got the first round selects for the e-commerce shots. Still waiting for the film to get developed. I gotta make my selections today. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. That's what I'll do today after stream. I gotta figure out which poses I want edited. I went to Smoking Tiger since it was your vlog a while. It was pretty good. Ooh, which Smoking Tiger location? Yeah, Smoking Tiger is not bad. Buena Park one? Oh, okay. I think I might like the downtown one better just because they have more seating. But the Buena Park one looks nice too. Really happy about the direction of the new Mac Studio. Yeah, the Mac Studio looks insane. I feel like it's probably overkill for a lot of people though. Like Mac Mini still probably is fine for a lot of people. Unless you're in the industry of like doing a lot of modeling or 3D rendering. M1 Ultra seems pretty overkill. Just bought a used iPad to edit photos on. Hopefully it makes me enjoy editing photos. Yeah, it's pretty nice to like just go to a cafe, order a coffee, and then edit photos on your iPad. It's been a nice change. Normally I would just edit at home on a PC, just because like mobile editing wasn't always a thing. I do still prefer the bigger monitors, but Sometimes you just want to get out of the house. For 2K, it's still a great, yeah, the base model is still a great price, yeah. I mean, even spec'd out, I don't think the price is that ridiculous. Okay, are we finished? We just place this on here now. We're gonna try zero foam first. Oh. Am I missing something? Why is it so tight? Ooh, that's a lot of clamping. Okay. Where did you get that ring with the cross? It's from my friends over at Isocron. ISOCRON. They're based in Canada. There's a new Mac Mini called the Studio. Yes. Well, it's not a Mac Mini. It's a different line of products, I think. Like a JPEGs? I shoot RAW still. I should try out the JPEGs though. I heard the JPEGs are not too bad. Oh, is it getting caught on the switch housing? Hold on. This is a lot of clamping force. Maybe it might just be the gaskets being too thick. Be careful screwing in the screws. Are they prone to stripping? Hold on, something feels off. This is like a lot of pressure. Why is that? Something is not clearing all the way. But what? Okay, the gaskets do be thick though. You gotta take out some of the switches? Wait, really? Alright, let's check out the build guide. This is normal, okay. We did without the standoffs. Okay, we didn't do any of this foam stuff. Install the switches and temporarily don't install the switches at the position or on a case. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the switches were interfering with me screwing it on. Let's hope that makes it sit flush though. I'm still applying a ton of pressure. So there, they removed the switches around here as well. Also the switches around here. So the switches here. Take out this screw, switch. Take out these switches. Okay, is that enough to compress it down though? Oh, actually that makes a huge difference. Yeah, it's way easier now. Okay. I guess it was just the screws. Nice hoodie, the collar is dank. Yeah. MX Sin, thank you for the Prime sub. I'm assuming this is hot swap? Yes, we are building with the hot swap today. Yeah, so I'm guessing the top piece was not able to sit all the way down as it could have because the switches were interfering. So it looks like you do need to remove the switches around the post. Yeah, I'm applying way less pressure now. Oh my, John Bond, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. If it was solder, you would have to mod the switches. I assume so, yeah. It's a pretty big difference between having the switches on versus off. I don't know if did they even offer a solder version for this? Because you would have to shave off a lot of switch corners for it to sit like this. We took off like what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We took out 11 switches. What is this keyboard made of? It's just still aluminum. It's just got a different coating. I'm gonna guess this is, it feels like powder coat, I want to say. Is this powder coat? Can anyone confirm? How heavy is it? It's pretty light. It's just all aluminum. No, I mean, we also have a polycarbonate plate. Yeah, we can weigh it once it's fully built. It is powder coat? Okay. What do you think of GMK Mercury? You're gonna buy in. Can you send me the link? I don't recall a GMK Mercury catching my eye. Oh, right. I was supposed to play Wolfpack. Wolfpack. Oh, just kidding. I did check this out on stream. I mean, it looks pretty clean. I probably won't buy it though. I have other expenses to pay for at the moment. It looks pretty nice though. I do like the theme. Desk mat's pretty cool too. I don't particularly have an attachment to that element though. But it is also just a, it's a pretty monochrome set with some accent colors. I mean, most monochrome sets are pretty safe to buy. Okay, now let's install these. Ooh, this is a little bit not great practice, because you have the potential of exerting a lot of pressure on that hot swap socket and it might pop. What do you mean? Okay. Inomushiki, hello. Did you see the video where a guy took mouse switches and put them into a keyboard? Yeah, you definitely can. Definitely can. This sounds a lot like an ad from one of the biggest e-commerce shop in my country. The song? Oh, that is scary, yeah. Considering how much this PCB flex, maybe the flex helps absorb the shock, I don't know. Holy, this, all those flex cuts with this soft plate moves quite a bit. Are those CK Lavendars? Yes. Shiki is such a good name. All right, let's test this for the first time before we install keycaps. Ooh, it's VIA compatible out of the box. Nice. Oh, it's got a caps lock light. Okay, the scroll wheel also does work. Sick. Let's install the knob. I know this is a weird place to say it, but I don't love spending a lot of money on keyboards or mouse, really. Hey, no problem. It's your opinion. Not everyone has to be into keyboards or mice. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's no screw for this. Oh, maybe it's one of these. What software? It's a program called VIA, V-I-A. Only works with VIA compatible PCBs, however. Oh my, this hole is like right by the edge. How am I supposed to turn that? What? Does it need to be lifted a little bit? Hold on, does this even fit in here? It does fit in here. Is it just even doing anything? Okay, it is. Just takes a while. This is taking a lot of turns. It fell out? How does this fall out the other end? What? Dude, I gotta insert it all the way again. Okay, attempt number 2. Any board suggestions like the gingham board? Building boards like those are super fun for me. Okay, there we go. Now I got it this time. You should check out the Cozy Fanatuti keyboards, like the Discipline, the Mysterium. Yeah, there's a lot of those through-hole kits. Okay. I know what keycaps to use. I know what keycaps. Let's try these multicolor Chinese ones. I'll see what this looks like on the board. Your hair looks nice, thank you. These lavenders, yes. ZX. #21 quality pog. Yeah, I have been enjoying their keycaps quite a bit. CXE. CVB. Ooh, numero sounding pretty nice. Do need short shift, don't need F key. QWERT. Short backspace? Nah. 8. 11. These sub-legend colors are very nice. Does it use 1.5s? No, it's 125s all around. Down arrow. Did you end up putting all the foam? No, this is the build with 0 foam right now. Chat wanted no foam. What the heck is going on here? Oh, the switch wasn't in all the way. Oh, that's so scary pushing it that much. Don't you have a lot of vintage sets? Can you compare? Oh, we compared it when we first showed these off. Yeah, but they are pretty good quality. I would say NCR die subs still are a little bit crisper in my opinion. The NCRs are a little bit more consistent too in terms of like the thickness of the legending inconsistencies. But otherwise, these are pretty comparable. Oh, the actual Chinese set. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I could bring that out. Although it's a different method. That one's the what is it? The that one is double shot, I believe. No, just kidding. It might be dice sub. I forget if it's dice sub or double shot. Does this not have a plate? It does. It has a polycarb plate. What case is that? This is the Zoom65. The flexes, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it has flex cuts between each row, and the plate is pretty soft, so this is a bouncy build, or a flexier build, sorry. What? Ooh. Guide me, daddy. Sounds like water bubbling. What is this noise? All right. You can listen to that on your own time if you want to meditate. Sounds kind of like a ball. Ooh, this keycap set though looks sick. Think it was Wolfpack. Alright, we have finished building the Zoom65. So it looks like from the top. It's a small version of the Mammoth. If you can see the side, I mean the profile looks pretty much the same, just in 65% form. There's a USB port. It's got this weight. Oh, I forgot the feet. I did see the feet. Where? Oh? I swear I saw the feet pompons. replace. Oh, it's right here. Is that case Cerakoted? No, this is powder coated. Yeah, so this is powder coated. So it's not quite as durable as it looks. Powder coat can get easily chipped if you are rough with it, so be careful. Any camera investments in near future? I was kind of eyeing the Canon R5C, but I think I might hold off. But whenever they replace the R5C, I could be down. I want a smaller cinema camera to vlog with. So vlogging with the C70 is getting a little bit tiring. I could also always use more lenses, but don't have too many lens lusting right now. Too much of a lens lust. What kind of case do you have for your keyboard? What do you mean case? Wanting an RF 70 to 200 pretty bad. Ooh. I have not been shooting much on my Canon cameras. Yeah, I don't think I would need a... that's too tight for my video needs. I mostly use Canon for video just nowadays. Alright, a lot of you guys were curious as to how much this weighed. Let's finally get a reading of the weight. Oh, hold on, let me clean these keycaps first. Wish me luck in TFT. Ooh, I hope you win. You still have the EOS R as your webcam? Yeah. Yeah, I do want to upgrade the EOS Rs though. Ideally, I would want cinema cameras for my stream too, because the color difference between this and the cinema camera is pretty drastic. This one looks way nicer. But I don't have the money to upgrade all my cameras right now. Anyone playing Elden Ring? I probably won't be playing Elden Ring. Kenobi trailer dropped like an hour ago. Ooh, I still have to watch Boba Fett. I use my R6 as a webcam here and there, but I get scared of how warm it gets. Is that something I should try? I should worry about for the lifetime of my camera? I don't know. I mean, I have used these cameras for, oh, it's been like 2 years now. I mean, it probably isn't great for the sensor to have it running that often. But, I mean, they're tools. They're meant to be used. Okay, fully built. This has no foam. That's not going to balance. No foam with PBT keycaps. 2 pounds, 9 ounces. 1164 grams. This is with the polycarb plates. So it's got some heft, but it's not too crazy to carry around. No, you don't. I know I don't. It's just it's a want. You still have the C200. No, I sold that to Mr. Zamboni. He has been playing around with the C200. Oh, screenshots. All right, can we get Casino open while I take the screenshot? What the heck? Let me, no. Yeah. Three, two, one, boom. When will you be opening commissions again? Hard to say. Whenever the world gets better. And predictions. Oh my god, this is so zoomed in. All right, predictions and casino are live. Would you ever leave the Canon family at this point? Yeah, I'm not necessarily bound by a brand per se. If I feel that a certain brand is better for my needs, I will switch. The world needs an update. 5 key looks off. It's the switch. Okay. Yeah, no, it's because these are the switches that I took off in order to screw in the case, and some of them might not be seated all the way. That should be better now. Now the 6 looks kind of off. Okay. Man, it is so scary pushing it that much though on a hot swap build. Most people just don't switch brands because that's a lot of lenses to replace. It is, but I feel like lenses, if you don't want to replace, you don't necessarily have to. Like, you can keep your lens collection and it'll last you a decade or two. Lenses don't get refreshed that often. If I clip my Cherry MX stabs and lube it, it will be close to the Duroc V2s. I wanted to build a budget keyboard and I want to put it into perspective with my Tofu 60. Wait, I don't think I understand your question, but yes, you can. I mean, if you mod Cherry MX stabs, it is perfectly fine. You don't necessarily have to pay for Duroc V2 stabs if you already have Cherry MX stabs. Cherry stabs, they might be a little scratchier out of the box, but they eventually get worn out and they get smooth. Was so happy about getting a wireless keyboard, but now I hardly ever unplug it. Too many weird disconnects. GG. Which wireless board are you using? There are some boards with decent connectivity. All right, the casino is closed. Predictions are closed. Turn off the music. Point the mic down. Keychron K4. Oh, I have never tried the Keychron Bluetooth connectivity. Yeah, the HHKB one, I've never really had issues with it disconnecting. I did get the Bluetooth PCBs for the Icky Aurora 68. I have yet to build with it though. But once I build up the Icky with the Bluetooth PCB, I could try testing it out as well. All right, this is the typing test of the Zoom65, built with Lavender switches from Canon Keys. Lube with 205 grade 0 by Mr. Zen. TX 57 gram long spring swapped, and I believe they were also filmed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were filmed. This has 0 foam installed, polycarb plate. Keycap set is the PBT Chinese multicolor from 21 KB. Alright, this is how loud the mouse clicks are right at keyboard level. Here we go. You're icky? Okay. Ugh. Oh, this feels very weird. Yo, this has too much flex. I need to press like really. Oh no, you couldn't see monkey type. Okay, I broke 145. Believers win. Smooge. I think this has too much flex. Like, it is throwing me off and I am making a lot of mistakes. I'm sorry, believers. Doubters win today. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe we have reached the point where something can be too flexible for speed typing. I mean, I'm also a sample size of 1. But I feel like it throws off how far I have to press because, yeah, I don't know. It's just too much movement. It does feel good though. It actually sounds quite muted for some reason. It's like muted. I want to say slightly like thin sounding. But it is very comfortable to type on. Okay, Mr. Hammerfingers, I do bottom out. Okay, redo. Oh, caps lock is not programmed right. Left control. Oh, no, that is caps lock. Okay. Oh, wrong PCB. Would foam help flex? It could. I mean, if you shove all this foam in here, it will potentially reduce some of the foam. We could do that. Let's do that. So this was with 0 foam. I do wonder how it's going to sound with all this foam. All right. Let's rebuild this now with all the foam. Wait, why does my monkey type thing not work? What color? What theme am I using? I could not tell you. It's one of their presets though. This isn't like a custom preset. It's one of their themes. It might be the... No, it's not. Oh crap, I just changed it. Oh no, I lost a theme. Crap. Was it Lil Dragon? Oh no, that's not Lil Dragon. Oh no. Dark Magic Girl? No. Lavender? Oh, that's so bright. Taro? Smooge. I don't know what theme it was, GG. Moshu? Oh. Oh, was it Moshu? Oh, it might have been Moshu. Okay. Bet. Yeah, it was Moshu. TY, whoever said that. It's Moshu. That's the theme. What key set is this? It's just called PBT Chinese Multicolor. I can send you the link, Knowledge. It's pretty nice. Alright. Let's do this whole build again. But this time using all the foam that we have. I need my keycap puller. You got memory foam tips? Yeah, I have the ones from Drop, the Coney whatever. I think it's fine. I am not particularly picky about like the foam tips. As long as it forms a seal, I can use most foam tips. Oh, I don't think it's memory actually. It just might be a foam. What the? Why won't this lock? How does it compare to Icky Aurora round 2? So the Icky Auroras I've played with so far, they were all filled with foam. Let me try building this with foam to give my thoughts. Because this one has no foam at the moment, so they're pretty different typing experiences. I used the Moonlight theme. Nice. How was your birthday, Knox? Did you celebrate at all? Other than stream? Is that a skin you have on the AirPod case? Yeah, this is the Casetify One Piece collab. AirPod case. Because One Piece is GOAT. Have you tried any of the SP Star switches? Yes, I do like the SP Star series. Meteor Whites are really good if you're looking for a clack. Nice clean clack. I've also tried the Polaris Grays. Those were also pretty fine. How's the streaming going for us? It's been pretty good. Pretty easy build today. It is hot swap. How are you doing, old bites? It was lit. I just ate some pasta. I was lit. Nice. Ooh, pasta sounds pretty good. They had a One Piece collab? Yeah, they had a One Piece collab. This was last year. Late last year? Mid last year? One Piece also had a collab with the Hundreds. Cop the hoodie then. How's the better 3-4? What does that mean? How does it flex to the Icky Aurora? Let me grab the Icky. If I remember though, the Icky also has flex cuts on the PCB, right? That flew so far, yeah. Why in my keyboard when I remove the keycap the switches come off? It's so annoying. That is one of the annoyances of hot swap. It's what you get when you don't solder. Just have to deal with it. Okay, this has foam. Yeah, I mean the Icky also still flexes. This has all the foam. This one has no foam right now, so it flexes a little more. Oh my, that is so scary. What was that noise? Yeah, let's fill this up with foam. Better 3/4 or better half? Oh, better half. Oh, I think she just woke up. I hear her shuffling around. Wednesdays are her days off. She doesn't work on Wednesdays. Also hate that my Keychron K4 shares normal F keys for the sound volume function. So I have to decide which is the standard and which FN needs to be pressed. I see. Oh, I need to remove this. What's a good soldering iron to start learning with? I think the TS100 or TS80 are pretty affordable and pretty capable. More than enough for keyboard hobby work. Yeah, I'd go with the Icky. Or not the Icky. Yeah, the TS80 or TS100. God, I have to install all these switches again and take it out. Or take it out and install it again. Getting my CB3 tomorrow. So hyped for it. Nice. What is the Pine Sol? I have not heard of the Pine Sol. Is this the new hot soldering iron everyone uses? I do. Oh, I do have the Wuque one. I should use the Wuque one. GG. All Wuque products today. Missed a chance. Don't lose these screws. TS8 100 is a great. Oh. Fudge, it went inside the case. Pencil. Oh, it's literally called. It's okay. Does anyone else type backwards sometimes on Twitch? No. Do you guys have any information on Space 65 round 3? I do not, unfortunately. What is a good Topra board that is cheap? Used Topra is probably your best bet. If you're okay with not trying Topra, you could go for Niz Plum boards. Niz Plum is, their domes are different from OEM Topra, but you could still get a pretty good sense for what Topra is like. But yeah, they do feel different. Okay, we found the screw that we dropped. Hiya. Do you think HHKB is a good Topra board? Yeah, I mean I've got multiple HHKBs. I love the HHKB. What's the verdict on Des BK domes though? I think if you are a fan of the BKE sharpness, the BK domes are fine. I personally don't like the BK sharpness though. I much prefer just the regular bump tactility of OEM domes. Yeah, but the pink domes that I used, they felt pretty nice. Where's the build guide? I closed it. Ah, I found it. Desky domes are the way? Yeah. They are nice if you like that BK level of tactility. Okay, let's get to where they install the foam. Holy, they peel this and stick it on here? What the? This is some intense foam. Oh, it's not really a sticky, just got some friction. Ooh, that's a nice fit. Alright, we've also got this. What is this? Oh, that's the bottom. Hmm? Hold on. Des carrot. Ooh, I haven't tried the carrots. Yeah, chat did tell me about the carrots. Are those GM class? No, they are 21 KB Chinese multicolor keycaps. Not a GMK set. Oh, it's a multi-piece foam business. Okay, so this goes there. Oh my god, they literally have a foam for every hole on this bottom. They have one for this crack here. Sheesh. What are these? Oh my, these go on top? Are you kidding me? They double layer the foam? This is actual foam city. Okay, where does this last piece go? Does this last one not get used? I don't think this does. Based off the bill. Oh, Nami, no. Ooh, good morning, Sean. Yeah. Okay. Let's take out the rest of these switches. Let me know. How much for that keyboard? I think this whole kit retailed for, was it 179? It was sub 200 if I remember. I think it was 179. Do you know how we can be certain that the Earth isn't flat? I don't know. Go to outer space. Go to outer space and you'll find out. Only the case or the entire keyboard? It was the case, not including these switches and keycaps. We are using third-party keycaps and switches, but it did come with Wuque switches. They do provide switches and keycaps in the kit though, but we are not using them. Is this a client build? No, this is a personal build. Start walking in one direction. If you eventually fall off, then the Earth is flat. True. If the Earth is flat, you would eventually reach the end of the Earth. Because yeah. Has any flat earther actually done that? flat is a construct. Can you suggest an alternative to the Zelios view on Redux? Yes, Ergo Clears, Mod M switches are probably your best bet. But what if you get to the end, it teleports you to the other side like in Pac-Man? Well, show me a picture of that. Show me a picture of this portal that loops you around and I'll believe it. Okay. I'm going to have to cut this. So I don't want to undo the stabilizer. Too lazy. Wait, question. If the Earth really was flat, wouldn't like physics not work? Whatever equations we're using right now to calculate trajectory of airplanes and all that. So how can it be flat? Are we being taught the wrong projectile motion in school? That's the point. You're correct. You're using logic for an illogical thought. Like, okay, I can understand flat earthers denying. I can kind of understand people denying that like we've ever sent people to space. It's like if you've never been to space yourself, you know, why not? You can have some doubt. But you see airplanes flying. And the formulas they use to calculate all that would not work. Projectile motion can be used on a flat surface, I believe. I mean, yes, that is true. Never mind. No, there was a point I was trying to make, right? I can't piece it in my mind. Math is a social construct. That could be true. Could be true. That is a philosophical question indeed. Earth is a square. Projectile motion is assuming flat surface but with a centripetal force pulling towards Earth. How can you effectively disprove flat earthers? How can you make them believe? You can't? I don't know. I guess we just have to wait until space travel. We're just going to have to wait until space travel becomes a regular commodity. And then people can start flying outer space to see that the world is not flat. A flat earther made a documentary about the earth was flat, but ended discovering it was actually real. Should we watch a flat earth video? Are there any good flat earth theory videos? I haven't seen a whole lot. It's gonna take a while for me to punch these in. All gas, no brakes, flat earth conference. Let's YouTube this. Oh, CNN put out a video pretty recently, actually. What? What? Where did he think he was gonna go with this much? Holy crap, what? Ah, the quack doctors. What? It's a law of physics? Law of God, what? Yeah, this video is a little... True. That's true. Maybe I should start incorporating flat earth into keyboard videos. Will that get clicks? Shadow ecosystem. All keyboards are flat. Okay, Remsky. Aw, Smooge. Alright, this video is aight. Inside a flat earth convention. What's the all gas, no brakes one? What is that? All gas, no brakes. What the heck? I am mind blown. What? Is that this channel's concept? He goes interviewing whack people? Bigfoot hunting, Proud Boys rally. Okay, probably can't watch that on stream. She. Oh, okay. I am gonna need to binge this guy's channel. Oh my goodness, what did I just listen to? That's intense. Proud Boys rally. No, 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 no. We don't go there. Maximus, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. It's stream safe, is it? His new channel is channel 5. Oh, they actually migrated. Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan? Oh my goodness. Utah Rap Festival. Wait, is Marcia still here? Do you go to the Utah Rap Festival, Marcia? I'm kind of down. This one looks stream safe. What? This is where all the flat earthers freestyle. What? Wait, is this stream safe? Can I watch this on stream? Are you sure? Are you a cop? Is Lil Xan an actual artist? I've never heard of Lil Xan. Oh no. What? Alright, this might be TOS. Oh my. Bruh. This is too much cringe in one video. Yo, is this a Twitch stream? Is this guy a Twitch streamer or what? Agreed. Dude, he's actually just walking around with a scissor. Where's the security? Oh my goodness. Oh, he took it. I don't. Oh! $10 in your cash. Yo, Andrew's actually pretty good though. What the heck? Does Andrew rap too? The hell? Is this a Silicon Valley reference? What the heck? I have friends. What the fuck? Jamerson, hello. Oh, is this guy a celebrity? Oh my. All right. This is too much. I have just lost a whole lot of faith. I don't want kids anymore. I don't want to bring... I don't want to subject new people into this cringe world. I feel so cultured. I feel like I got cultured and uncultured at the same time somehow. That was something else. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to cats and dogs now. I definitely got dumber. Same. I learned that Bill Nye is a demon. Hitler is actually still alive and has a hidden manufactured engineered city in New Berlin in Antarctica. Some crazy stuff. World is not safe. How have we come to a point like this as a species? The law. Oh yeah, gravity is not a law. Gravity is not a law, but the Earth being flat is a law of physics. Telemundo, they heard 9 months. What is this mounting style? This is gasket mounted. Oh right, we also learned of a new artist named Zilla. So gravity is optional? Yes. Dude, this is crazy. No wonder COVID has gone on for as long as it has. Do you have any interference issues with the switches besides the screw holes? No, it's only an interference when you're screwing the cases together. Once it is screwed on, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. It's just when you're assembling, you need to remove the switches around the mounting posts. Gravity is optional. How do I turn it off? You have to join the Flat Earth Society to turn it off. It's a pay to turn off. For the low subscription price of $100 a month, the free Flat Earth Society will turn off your gravity for you. Gravity is optional. You need to unequip it on the start screen. This is insane. This is the state of the world. There are dozens? Oh, I think dozens is an understatement. What do you think about the keyboard? Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Can you link me? I don't think I've seen that post or that board. Y'all have been missing out while I'm here floating around my room. Dang. Okay, do you think the S on the HHKB is worth? If you want a silenced sound, I think it is. I don't think silencing is all that necessary on Topra though. Some people like silenced Topra, some people don't like it. It's pretty polarizing, I would say. So up to you. But if you don't want to pay the extra, you could also just get the regular HHKB. You can buy silencing rings from Deskeys for probably cheaper than just buying a Type S HHKB, because the Type S is a little bit more expensive. Hell yeah, unsilenced Topra pot. Yeah, I it just depends on the mood for me. Sometimes I want to feel Topra silenced. Sometimes I want to hear the 1 cup rubber domeness in all its glory. See me and Scout Knives? What's that? Console Command SV Gravity. Nice. How are you doing? Nice board, looks great. I'm doing good. Welcome, welcome. Getting a little hungry. If I bend 90% of my switch pins when I do this, it's because I already inserted them once, so they should be straight once they're inserted. But yeah, before you insert, you should make sure they are as straight as possible to minimize the chances of it getting bent. All right, we have shoved this with Foam City. Okay, this is sounding a lot like the Icky now. QWERT. Wow. Yep, this sounds like a PE foam build. ASDFG. The 1 key popped out? Where? What's with that flex? This has flex cuts in between each row, both on the PCB and the plate. It's actually a lot more controlled because we shoved it with foam. It had a lot more flex. Yeah, we have quite literally used every foam now that they provided. You can check the VOD for without the foam. We did that initially first. How many personal keyboards do you have? I have a command exclamation inventory. What keycap set? This is the 21 KB Chinese multicolor keycap set. Got my first build coming soon to create. Very excited. Products are not easy to come by. Being in New Zealand. Oh, yeah. I don't know of any New Zealand vendors. I imagine you probably have to import a lot of stuff. This is just a jelly epoch. Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing with PE foam. Like once you add PE foam, there's just a certain signature, sound profile signature that dominates. What is this? What is the science behind that? What is it about PE foam, the material that makes this noise? Epoch was definitely an influential board. Yeah, it did hype up PE foam. It was the board that hyped up the PE foam, I feel like. What do you think of the 21 KB keycaps compared to something like EPBT? I think these are actually better than EPBT. The dye sub on this is really nice. Especially considering the price too. It chops down the higher frequencies. Is that all it does? So are we just hearing mainly a jumble of low frequency noises? Yeah, but I mean 179 for this kit, not these exact keycaps and switches. I would say it's a pretty good deal. Like I don't hate the PE foam mod. I think it sounds nice. Like this sounds really good. It's just I don't know if I would want all my boards to sound like this. The moment you add PE foam, it just kind of makes everything sound the same. I don't know, maybe you might like it. That's fine. I just like to switch things up, so depends on your taste. Did you band-aid the stabs? Nope. What if you lube Topra? Does the S and the regular sound the same? No, there definitely is a difference between silenced Topra sound and unsilenced Topra sound, even if you lube both. Okay, new bet. Oh, whoops. Place your new casino gambles. Oh, I think my command, it triggers via instead of, hold on, what is this action doing? OBS monkey source. Ah, that's why it's not working. Monkey type, monkey type. Oh, but why does the via not? Ah, I know why it doesn't trigger. Okay, now it works. Sick. Doubters. Okay, I think casino's done. Point this down. This is the same exact build, but now with all the foam shoved. This is how loud the mouse clicks are right at keyboard level. Here we go. Oh! Doubters win again. Okay, let me bring out the other boards. I mean, it sounds good. Hold on. Oh, I didn't do the mods. Whoops. Spam mods. This backspace doesn't sound that great, actually. Not as flexy with foam inside. I think at normal typing speed, yes. I can still get it to flex quite a bit, but I'm applying a lot of pressure. At normal, it's a lot less bouncy, sorry. Yeah. I would say it's much less flexible with it. But the room still is there if you are a pretty heavy typist, I would say. Let me grab my Mammoth to see how it compares in terms of sound. Where's the Mammoth? Oh, it's right here. Let's see. Does PE foam actually make them all sound the same? Because we have different switches. Oh shoot, I still need to photograph this actually. Okay, I forget what switches are on the Mammoth. Let's find out. Oh, this has the onion switch. Alright, moment of truth. This has Lavendars, onion switch. How close are the PE foam builds? Okay, there is a tonal difference. Oh, this is also a CRP set. This is not the 21 kV. This is also stock onion switch. Kind of similar, but it sounds nice. Like I don't dislike the sound. I think it sounds amazing. But yeah, it does normalize quite a bit the sound. What's up with the G key? This is how crooked CRP can be. CRP is still pretty prone to crookedness, whereas I would say it's a lot better on the 21 kV. 21 kV has a lot less issues with warpage. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Sounds like foam. Yeah, it's a good foam sound though. I think if I'm going to shove a board with foam, I might as well add the PE foam to make it sound nice. Because if you have just foam, I think it can sound kind of muted and dull. Whereas if you have the PE foam, it's at least a nice, pleasant, poppy sound. Am I really listening now? Alright, have a good night, nil shits. Any issues with warp mods with the 21 kV sets? No, I have tried. I think I've placed like 3 keycap sets on different boards now. None of them had issues with warpage. Like spacebar is pretty straight. No real issues. Yeah, I do recommend 21KB if you're looking, if you like the beige color schemed, the more classic looking sets, they are really nice. And they're not too expensive either. Just need to catch them when they restock. Tarawa, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Okay. It's 2. I think I'm gonna end my stream here. Who can we raid? Ooh, Marcia's live. She's taking a look at the QK65. Let's give Marcia a raid. 8-berry keyboards. What should our raid message be? Regular stream on Friday. I'll probably stream during the morning or afternoon. Not late dinner, not late night stream on Friday. So see you guys Friday. I think that's it for news. Please go check out the new vlog that came out last week. Do you attend the Utah Rap Festival? Taeha, OMG, Taeha types raid Taeha keyboard. Alright, this is going to be our raid message. Thank you to everyone who donated, who subscribed, and everyone who just watched the stream today. Appreciate you all. Yeah, go check out the new vlog. It's pretty fun. Oh, that next stream, Friday 11, might be false. Friday streams are unannounced random time streams, so I just put that there as a placeholder. I might not necessarily start at 11. Okay. But yeah, have fun in her stream. She's checking out the QK65. I know some of you guys asked about it in stream today. And I am going to go eat lunch. All right. Bye-bye.